PogChamp. We are back. It's map 2. It's Anubis. It's a map we all like. Apart from our lovely producer. But his opinion doesn't matter. Who cares?
True.
It's a lovely start with the utility brought up for Lynn Vision. Vadim with the smoke and the flash. They need to recover after a mauling on Ancient.
Yeah, that did not go the way that they would have wanted. But now they're on their own map pick, and maybe we can start to see some signs of life from them, some semblance of the Lynn Vision that we've grown to know and love. For now, of course, pistol round, kick things off. Nice little bit of aggression here from Eruption, though. I like this kind of round the world happening from Yami.
Spotted, though. Insta headshot as well. That just makes it even worse. Finished off by Starry quickly. Shinobi will go down 2, and now a lot of pressure. Will get spammed down. It's actually really well to get himself 1 kill, but probably the biggest threat. Gets himself 1. And he actually does pull Zaka off the bomb plant, but now Fury's been spotted too. He's left alive. They can pincer him very easily here. Starry coming in from mid. And 2 players on site, 1 behind Fountain Pillar. Continuing to spot each other out. Fury knows that he's particularly stuck here. And obviously without a kit as well. Now the bomb is down. Makes it ever more difficult. Fury will manage to get that kill nicely towards Zaka, but now he's got 2 bullets in the clip, so he'll have to get in a reload. That's a lovely second. Okay, hang on a second. 3 kills on the round. Goes for the kill and actually gets it. Does he have this? I think he has this. Oh my goodness, Fury. What a clutch that is. Huge misplay from Lynn Vision.
No ways. 4 kills on the round to clutch that out in a round that Lynn Vision should have. I mean, I was thinking, right, great presence of mind from Starry. They've all spread out towards mid, towards A. Something tingles in the back of his mind. He goes back. He sees Yami on the lurk. He gets that first kill, and you're like, yes, they have the advantage. So they push in towards that A site, and A is so hard to retake, even with a full squad. But Lynn Vision just allow Fury to take 1-for-1s. It's unreal. They knew his position, and they just picked him 1 by 1.
Like that, I used the word pincer, and guess what?
Yeah.
They didn't pincer. I just can't believe they didn't finish that one off. That is a ridiculous clutch from Fury. That should have never have come through. But sometimes star power will get you results, and misplays get you results as well, and not the results you necessarily want. Himself 1 against Starry, but he's got himself a lot of progress toward the A-bomb site, but thankfully Shinobi sorts that one out. Vadim gets instantly traded as well. Alive. 2 low HP players to fight. He will find one of them. Looking for Shinobi up very close. Does pre-fire him down nicely. Dancing around the site. Pillar. Kulaf is always going to come in on the flank, and they get that one done pretty comfortably. So 2-0 confirmed. But not in the fashion maybe we thought.
Bit of damage to the bonus at the very least. Obviously, having got the plant, they were able to get a little bit of a force out there to do quite a bit of damage to Eruption's back line. Get 3 of those players down, take away some of those guns. Now Eruption are going to be forced to reinvest in. However, after losing that round, obviously cash is a bit of an issue here for Lynn Vision. So long term, it could be, could be just the thing they need. But for right now, it's just going to be Deagle to try and bring in their first round.
A deco.
Yes.
With no armor whatsoever. Unfortunately. Nade. Does do some damage, but even though westmelon gets his kill, his exchange for that frag is now being on 9 HP. Should be pretty comfortable here for Eruption. And Lynn Vision know that they really should be the ones up 2-0 right now. After that pistol misplay. Absolute nightmare for them. Okay. Okay. Doesn't matter anymore then. Who cares if you're low HP? Eruption go aggressive to look for information, and westmelon's just taken both of them. An AK as well. I'd love to see that switched over to a teammate, but they've got the M4 and Amelia too. Kudos needs to step up, but he only gets his one. And look at the damage that's been done to Shinobi as well. How has this fallen apart so quickly?
It's still clutchable for Eruption. It'll be hard, but definitely doable. Oh, no kit. That's going to make this infinitely more difficult, and he might just opt to go for the save instead. And yes, it looks like that is exactly what he's going to do. And this was great from Lynn Vision. They lose that first player really, really on, and they stop. They stop moving. They don't do anything. They completely starve Eruption of any information. Okay, westmelon getting 2 kills with a deagle is ridiculous. When you've got 2 players closing in on you with rifles and all you have is a deagle, probably shouldn't be able to get both of those kills. And of course, that is a huge catalyst into winning this round. They pick up a rifle for themselves. They get in onto site. Sure, they lose a couple of players in the interim, but they get the bomb down, and they force Eruption to have to save the last rifle that they have to their name. So again, you know, some crazy heroics from westmelon, but it gives Lynn Vision exactly what they need. The opportunity to buy in and to finally have a weapon advantage in this map. Eruption, we said it, right? Short term, not the end of the world. Long term, yeah, we've seen the fruits of losing so many players 3 rounds in a row.
Aggression for Shinobi. Oh, and westmelon really shouldn't have let Shinobi get that kill, considering his position in the canals already. Kind of lets his teammate die there. Didn't peek early enough. So, Eruption get away with a 1-for-1. And westmelon again starts off around. That deagle is looking very hot indeed, but there's Yamis as well. It's crazy how these things just keep happening, and that's what I love about watching CS in this region. I'm sure you know about it, of course, covering a lot of ECL, this particular one. Lovely, crazy rounds, exciting moments. You wouldn't necessarily see at the top tier of Counter-Strike. Obviously, you can say because it's lower tier and, you know, less quality, but it does make it more fun, I will say sometimes. More retakes are attempted, more entries are attempted, and makes it a very enjoyable watch, for sure. Venom goes aggressive, and has to deal with the low HP of Fury. They're not committing toward the site just yet. They're waiting for Starry to come in from long first, and now they're going to entry together. That smoke, of course, is worrying Starry slightly at the moment. They're actually choosing to plant relatively open, but Yami's not seeing that as of yet. So, no defuse kit. That does mean that this retake is borderline impossible, and now W's found an AK. Saving is a better option, especially as he doesn't get that kill. So, well, there goes the AK. Coolast and Yami too far away to probably grab that either. So, let's see if they can get anywhere near that. They are rotating toward that position now, but Lynn Vision are going to get away with it and even it up at 2 apiece.
I imagine if Shinobi gets that kill, maybe they attempt it. But as we said, right, gets taken out. Oh, they have managed to recover one of the M4s, so at least they'll have that. Seems like they're searching for another one. There you go. Grabbing a little AK for themselves. Not being hunted down this time. And yes, 2 rounds here in Vision, finally evening things up for themselves. In a pretty good spot. I've loved some of the aggression that we've seen from them as well. Eruption have really struggled. They showed some of that like CT side aggression, which I tend to be a really big fan of. But when Lynn Vision match that and Eruption find themselves relatively scattered, LV do a really good job of taking advantage of the space that they've managed to gain, that little bit of extra ground. And Eruption struggle to restabilize. Of course, the buys haven't really been in their favor either. And even now, 2 rifles, 2 deagles, and USPS.
Oh, westmelon getting absolutely screwed behind the box there, but doesn't matter. He still gets himself that kill, drops one of the saved rifles, as you say, and even gets away with his life as well, with 18 points of health to spare. Yami with the second. That's a Starry. Nice pre-fire, but that trade from Emilia, there was instant. That's what that setup is meant to do. Always go 1-for-1. And Badam hits a lovely shot towards Double to finish it off. So Lynn Vision on a T-sided map, of course, recently, with this one being added to the pool. The early stages of the meta have been particularly T-sided. So we're going to have to see how long that lasts for Lynn Vision. Great start for them. That incredible round from westmelon certainly cancels out the ridiculous pistol clutch from Fury. Sort of one round apiece of rounds they should have won, but lost.
At least have something to try and fight back with here. It's going to take more than just individual prowess, which we know they have. We saw it in spades. Now we need to see more of that tactical prowess coming through. CT side can be very, very difficult to coordinate on a map that you're not particularly familiar with. Or maybe less so than other maps, put it that way, as it is the newer map. So instantly we see them start to struggle a little bit. westmelon getting that first pick of the round. Eruption down to only 4 players. Some solid map control, but Lynn Vision are slowly closing in.
Forward, just as that smoke blooms, it actually still has a gap in that, but no pressure anymore from the CT side. Yami's just playing with his gap actually. Toward E-box. Will come in. Aiming to try and spray that and force more players to fight him. It's a double setup in toward this position, so if Yami takes the duel, they should be instant, and in the end, Yami actually gets away with it because his teammate did walk away for a second there. That's exactly when Vadim swung. But anyway, 30 seconds in the round to go. Yami low HP, still a 4v4. Bomb going back toward B, but that is where Eruption are residing in a bit of a stack here. That's a great entry from westmelon. 2 for 2. 2 for westmelon, 2 for Kulast. Good trades, and Kulast actually does get the last as well. Drops the bomb. 5 seconds to go. Star is in an impossible situation. Fantastic hold from Kulast. All 4 kills. 4 in the name, 4 in the game. 3 rounds apiece.
That's the kind of side anchor you want. Fantastic stuff. Trades back really nicely when a few of his teammates go down, and then manages to completely secure that site. I was a little concerned about Starry coming in a bit late there, and when you're in these 1v1 situations, it can really go either way. There was a little bit of a height advantage. He had the high ground, so he did manage to win out on that trade.
Neither of us have a height advantage, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, we don't know what that feels like.
Yeah, it was a really nice hold. Important for Up 2 to gain back some of the momentum that had been lost after that pistol victory. Both teams have a full buy, of course, but Lynn Vision most certainly a stronger one than Eruption with the AWP in play, so they're in a good position. Again, just a mid setup really. One AWP holding the left side of the doors, Fury walking in, catches Venom looking the wrong way, and that is a free AK upgrade. Can always help indeed. He almost gets the timing on the wallbang towards Zaka too. That would have done some significant damage if he hit that one. But 50 seconds to go. Looks like Lynn Vision are priming for a bit of a fake here, but unfortunately for Emilia, he's getting pushed.
Ooh, the flash does not connect. Emilia manages to get 2 for his troubles. Meanwhile, Zaka over towards mid gets another one. Now he's alive here for Eruption. Things starting to fall apart. Shinobi has managed to bring things back down to an even 2 versus 2. Bomb has not postured just yet, but on the crossover towards B, Emilia is going to take down Shinobi. And now Coolest, we saw the 4K heroics in the last round. He's going to have to do something equally fantastic with only 22 HP to his name.
Has managed to drop down silently, but it's still being watched by westmelon. Good damage, of course. He's just as low as Coolast is, but doesn't matter. Good pre-fight from westmelon. They recover that one very nicely indeed. Themselves a really nice advantage, 4 versus 2. Emilia with those 2 kills outside B while he was probing that utility. On another day, that timing probably goes very differently. You just get taken down for free, but yeah, in the end, they all recover the round, despite the fact Shinobi with the FAMAS got himself 2 kills. I think, I'm pretty sure Shinobi's hit his auto buy key by accident here, because there's no reason for him to have an MP5 and full armor, while all of his other teammates are basically ecoing. So the rule here is unbind your auto buy key, guys, please. If please, please, please.
I'm amazed at it.
Okay, well he gets a kill for it, but it's only ever going to be a 1-for-1. Vadim in that same after plant position. After plant. Default position, I should say. So, not going to work out too well for Eruption. That leaves Shinobi on probably just an MP9 in that coming buy round. But these W's recovered it and gets more damage done with it. 1 kill each. It's actually dropped at the moment, but in the end, switching to the AK does get himself 1 more kill. And that's not too bad considering that accidental investment. Get themselves 3 kills in the end.
I think they're all kind of looking at Shinobi, obviously metaphorically. I don't know if they're actually in the same room. But they're thinking in his direction. The hell, man.
They can look at him in the server. Just stare at him for a bit.
Yeah,
Say,
you know, everybody's
"What'd
looking
you do
in the
that for?"
direction of his model. But it does work out to an extent. Able to get 3 kills overall. Obviously not just Shinobi, but really well played for what became a weird buy. But ultimately it was meant to be a save, so at least they do manage to do a little bit of economical damage there to Lynn Vision. I mean, neither of these two teams, Lynn Vision 2 rounds ahead, their economy's not looking particularly fantastic. Okay, Emilia is well over 6k, so nothing to worry about there. The Eruption has kept things reasonably close. We did see this on Ancient, however, and very quickly, if the scoreline continues to run away, that economy thing becomes less and less important. So Eruption needs to kind of step things up a little bit here. They're able to buy in. They have an opportunity. A lot of utility early on. That's what Lynn Vision have been leaning on. They know Eruption are going to throw out all their utils super early. Lynn Vision just have to play it slow. And when they reaggress, they have every advantage.
Yeah, and Eruption are not really well set in this round either. I mentioned, of course, because of the accidental button press by Shinobi. He's only on an MP9 in this round, and they have no kit to work with at all in this one either. So an after plant does come in, I would favour Lynn Vision every day of the week. Big man advantage, and there you go. Man advantage already found. Starry takes Dobu. And the utility for Eruption is the biggest issue as well. I mean, plenty of issues, but I think that's the biggest one. They've used a second resmoke, which isn't the best resmoke anyway. Starry can just abuse this one. And they only have 1 grenade remaining now. That's not going to do much for you at all. Even if it goes anywhere near Zaka, it might not kill him. And Starry has a great chance to pinch behind Shinobi with that MP9. westmelon creeping up. Good dink. That actually might force Shinobi forward here and to take the kill, and it does. And it's actually to take it. Now Starry needs to step up, but the AK's been switched to, and Shinobi gets that frag nicely. 3 versus 3, 20 seconds to go. Yami looking to go aggressive toward E-Box 2, looking toward Canals, looks to the kill, finds the kill. Vadim's not had much success in that position this game so far. Back into a 3 versus 2, bomb caught in the open. And Emilia is last alive with 10 seconds to go with the bomb. Not in possession. Looking for the kills, but gets caught on the cross. Kulas takes him down. Good recovery, 4 rounds on the board.
And that was some really great communication, I think, across the board there, right? The dink onto westmelon, the re-aggression from Fury to get that 1 kill, and then over towards the B site, you see a push come through, a kill comes out, and I can't remember which player it was, but now they're kind of stuck in that position because everyone knows where they are. So a teammate is able to swing through from a completely different area and get a second follow-up kill onto one of the Lynn Vision players. And at that point, you know, all of Lynn Vision have basically toppled like dominoes. So really, really great communication here from the Eruption side, starting to close that gap a little bit. And like we said, Lynn Vision, as much as they were a couple of rounds ahead, economy difference was not in a position where they could feel comfortable. Now they're on a very, very broken buy. And Kulas has the AWP back in his hands. He's been a little quiet in some of these rounds with that AWP, but here, maybe he can make it.
Got a chance to as well, but then Vision are going for a full execute. Doesn't even matter for now. Fury holds it down with 3 kills. Starting with the Deagle, one of the 2 players, of course, that didn't have a rifle anyway. Manages to pick it up, but now he's down to 5 HP. Adams found that other AK too, so the 2 AKs that were in this round have been found. However, the bomb is being sighted by Kulas, and now Dobu can do his work from the back of the site. Very nicely done, Eruption. That does put Lynn Vision now onto a full eco. They have a chance to retake the lead on CT side as well. And yeah, I think the most interesting factor of that round, not the previous one, but the one before that, was, you mentioned it very well, in terms of that fight on toward the A bomb site. Shinobi was in that smoke with the MP9 once he heard his teammate dink the Lynn Vision player, then just rushed through. Even though he didn't get that kill, he got the AK switch, and the AK switch meant he got that second follow-up frag. So a couple of good instances so far in the last few rounds of Eruption. Get out the doorway, my friend. Don't get door stuck. Get out of the way. I'm trying to peek. But it doesn't matter. It's a full eco anyway, and he gets his opening frag and can fall back now as his teammate vacates the doorway.
At last. That's the feedback that I was looking for. Okay. It's a little unfortunate that we're seeing it on the anti-eco. Maybe we can see that in a little bit more power a bit later on. That previous round, I was really impressed with the utility usage from Lynn Vision. I mean, some fantastic flashes that came through. I think if Fury doesn't manage to get the spray and pray 3k, 2 of those kills he was completely blinded. If he doesn't get those, that could very easily go in Lynn Vision's favor. So unfortunately, for them. And of course, anti-eco here, Eruption will get themselves the lead again. It's been a couple of rounds, but they've managed to claw their way back to the top. Lynn Vision should be able to put a little bit of a spend into this one at least. So we'll see, can they even out the scoreline here? We're getting close to the half again. And a much closer affair than what we saw on Ancient. And that's always a lot more fun to watch.
For sure. The buy is decent. Honestly, I reckon, I don't know if it will clock for them, but any sort of a play like they did in that previous round, execute those 2 AKs toward the B side, Fury's not going to get 3 kills every single time. So I reckon that could be a success in the future rounds. They only have a couple of buys, really. To lose this one, might only have 1 full buy and a half buy left. Long range being played with by Emilia and Yami. Emilia will get that kill, but the offer was always going to be there for that quick scope trade. westmelon again. He's been loving this so far this game. Toward A, actually behind the fountain pillar again. And looks like Lynn Vision are going to pounce off the back of it. Bomb is still in tow as well. W goes for the long range spray, takes the headshot. But Fury's on a big flank, but doesn't get the job done. Zaka with a great switch around, but Kulas is on that flank too, and that's the bomb falling back as well. That's a massive nightmare. Vadim holding the line, and now Kulas knows that he doesn't need to overpeak that. Shinobi takes Vadim comfortably, and that's plenty of rounds now that Vadim has been in basically the same position in the map and not got anything done. He has been in canals, I think, at least 5 of the 12 rounds so far and died there. This time he was toward A, and that's the second time he's died there as well. Not any success, of course, the coach of this team, but can't expect too much of him. It's Starry, who has been the star in the past. 1 versus 3, and he does find the first, but Dobby was there on the instant trade. No respect given this time, and that will give them a 7th round.
Been seeing a lot more presence from Eruption towards mid, which has made me quite happy. It's felt like Lynn Vision have really had the run of the map in a lot of senses, and for the T side, if you can get control of mid, you're sitting pretty. So for Eruption to have given that up, quite a few rounds it's happened. It's nice to see them taking a bit more of an aggressive stance and disallowing those rotations from coming through. Now, we're seeing a double AWP setup, which has been relatively popular on this map, and instantly we see the payoff from Coolest.
It's been impressive so far, and there's a second as well. Sure, again, it's against pistols, but I saw Lynn Vision went around with Deagles earlier, so Yami feeling confident, refaces toward E-Box, gets that frag with the Deagle. And Eruption have a guaranteed lead on the half once again. Lynn Vision finally have an answer to the ults with Zaka on his, but no helmet in play. So those 2 M4s will be an instant headshot. Need to be careful. But at the moment, Kulas doesn't need to be careful. Feeling very confident and looking very good.
Looking a lot better on this map. He had a very quiet Ancient. So nice to see him stepping up a little bit here. Loving this aggressive Eruption as well. Spotting out the players. Flash is good. Forces him off the angle. Fury does not back off. Pays for it with his life. That's a nice little opener here. But it's traded back by Dabu. We're back to 4v4.
Yeah, Vadim not looking too great this game. Jonas, can we have a look at Vadim's kills on the scoreboard in its second after this duel. Emilia gets that one done. Shinobi will go down, and Yami then can just reface from the outside of the B-bomb site. Good trade from Zaka, so fast from Kulas though, that was sick. Bomb dropped in the open again. Thankfully for Starry's sake, he can recover this for free basically. So Starry now has a chance to at least get himself toward a bomb site. There you go, see Vadim is not doing too badly, he's 7 and 11, but he's had a lot of deaths around. I think 5 of those 11 deaths has been in the Canal's position. Kind of crazy. It's probably his default spot, but he's had no success there. Thankfully for his sake, he's been doing all right elsewhere. 2 versus 2 on the retake. Westmelon looking to hold this one at bay. Starry goes for a peek, but Dobbo rips his head off. So it's all Westmelon. He's clutched before. He's in a good position to do it again. However, there are nades in position. Gets the information. Sees the second player. Just about recovers the spray. Good job, Westmelon. That was a must-win clutch for him. And he gets it done. 6 on the board for Lynn Vision. They're back on. Chance to possibly make it an even half.
A-site retakes. Very difficult to come out on top of, particularly when you have 2 players pushing in from the exact same angle. Westmelon does really well to isolate those duels. He spots a second player, doesn't get flustered, gets the first kill, falls back, re-peeks, and that last trade, a bit of a laboured spray, but comes out on top of it, wins himself and his team the round. Fantastic play there. Lynn Vision doing a lot of good recovery here. Eruption still have the double AWP in hand, and we've seen some very, very sick shots coming through here. Unfortunately, Lynn Vision not able to reinvest in their own AWP, and Zach has been really good with it. So, it could be a little bit of a detriment.
What did I say about this possibly being a success earlier? It seems like they may have found an answer here. Fury got 3 last time. He's got 1 of those 3 to recover it this time, but they're not checking the edge of the smoke. There's a gap in it, and Dobbo just takes some direct advantage of it. Yeah, I had no idea that Vadim would push all the way through still, and Fury will get taken down, but it's still a 2 versus 3 thanks to Dobbo, and he was able to fall back with his kills as well. Last watching for that call. Shinobi coming in on the rotation. Vadim spots him out, but Starry has to try and take this frag. The bomb on the back too. Goes aggressive for it and finds it. If they want to, they can just go through mid toward A right now. If they smoke off CT, they'll have a free path. There's still a gap in that smoke though, and gaps in the smokes have not gone their way in this round so far. Absolute nightmare. And once again, Lynn Vision need a 1v2. This time Starry.
Bomb down. A little bit of extra cash into the next round because economy looking shaky. But now the clutch needs to come through. Get missed. He takes a little bit of a haircut, and Dobbo finishes the job. Unfortunate there.
Not to be.
It would have been fantastic, but Starry's having a bit of a quieter map than we saw on Ancient. See there, 8 and 14. Vadim's. Yeah, he's going toe-to-toe with someone we thought was going to be a star player. But yeah, having a bit of a quieter one here, struggling a little bit to get the full value that we know he's capable of. And Eruption, once again, doing incredibly well. Look at this is a much closer affair than what we had on Ancient. So instantly this is a more competitive match. It's a far more fun one to watch. Love seeing these back and forths. And this is looking like it could be where they take us to that 3rd map, right? I mean, Lynn Vision...
Possibly. We go to a little bit of a half-time break coming in before we get into that second half. 2 minutes and we're back.
Cherry on top, I want that. heart? And if I met you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love? Come and meet me in the middle, babe, and I give you all of my heart. And if I met you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love? 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 Come and meet me in the middle, babe, and I'll give you all of my heart. And if I meet you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love? Would you give me all your love? Would you give me all your love? Could you give me all your Caught up in emotions, think I'm losing track. I need you to stay by my side. Feel like I'm in floating, comfortably attached. Will you stay if I lose my mind? And I want to let go. Don't let me even if I try. But I need you to know that I don't wanna lose this high.
Welcome back, guys. Let's see how the second half of Eruption versus Lynn Vision goes. We've got a 9-6 lead for Eruption on this one. Again, looking pretty solid, but at least Lynn Vision are showing a bit of a better face than the previous map. They did have more rounds than that previous map, and Zaka is going wild with those dual Berettas. Emilia gets his in action too. He gets himself one frag. So it leaves double. 3, and he drops into Starry. Bomb, body, and a 7th round.
Well, you know what they say, 2 guns are better than 1. And, well,
There you go.
plays out quite
Say
nicely.
that myself.
There you go. Age-old saying, right? Going back to the days of the Cowboys. 2 guns, better. Anyway. Good start here for Lynn Vision. Deny the plant entirely. And this is the first time that a T side is not going to be able to, at the very least, force into the second round. Yeah, we've got some upgraded pistols, but nothing, no major firepower coming out here. Looking to take full advantage and denied instantly.
Deagles and Counter-Strike in this particular region. I think they're almost unstoppable sometimes.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do against them. As you saw there, Lynn Vision just wanted to try and take some control. Not necessarily needed, but you can understand why they wanted to see at least what Eruption had, and they were met with exactly what they had. 2 Deagles, good pre-fire from Emilia there, and that recovers basically everything back into a 3 versus 3. And sure, Shinobi may have recovered that energy time, just have a Glock to work with, but he gets taken down as well. So the MP9 that's picked up by Kulast. And the Deagle and Fury looking to try and hold this off, but in the end Fury gets caught from that E-box position. The canals. Zaka with now 3 kills in this one. Kulast will need a ridiculous clutch, and he can't hit that first headshot that he needs. So Lynn Vision get that 8th round on the board. That bomb plant gives Eruption a very nice buy going into this next round. So Lynn Vision with a FAMAS and an MP9 have to play bonus round. And you have to feel that Eruption now are in a good position to try and fight for that first T round on the board. However, Zaka does have the AWP up, so that's going to be a good threat.
Yeah, I mean, getting those 2 kills, staggering the bonus a little bit there, forcing Lynn Vision to reinvest. This could bode incredibly well for them should they win this round. And that's a pretty important caveat here, because Lynn Vision, like you said, AWP is on the board, so they definitely have an opportunity to stop Eruption from getting another round here. Again, really back and forth. We got 1 for 1 in the first 2 rounds of the second half. Look forward to seeing what the rest of this half will bring.
Tabu creeping forward So we'll look in toward the canals. Smoked off at the moment is top mid as well. Fury pushing forward to try and look for some information. He's got Yami in support as well. Vadim push forward with that MP9. Interesting to see Lynn Vision actually going aggressive with that MP9 and the FAMAS. That's the way it should be done, but the Molotov then separates the two. Forces Vadim forward. And Bobby will punish him, and of course there's a split coming in from middle. Only a FAMAS to face. That puts Emilia in a lot of trouble. He can't even get any kills at all. Starry on the rotation does manage to take Fury, but there's so many players coming his way. Molotov will push him further wide. Westmelon does more damage though. Yami on that lurk. So it's only the site players, and that's a huge headshot from Kulas. If he didn't get that one, there was no chance. They do not expect Zaka still toward heaven. In the end, he was even planting open for Zaka. Free kill for him. Westmelon got the last. And Lynn Vision completely stop Eruption in their tracks.
Great recovery so far. 3 rounds in a row for Lynn Vision. And in the previous one, obviously, it was a full buy versus a full buy. And they still managed to make it work for themselves. In fact, you can't even call it a full buy for Lynn Vision. They had 2 bonus weapons and they had to reinvest in, so it wasn't ideal. But they make it work for themselves. Zaka's orb comes in at the end of the round, but gets some value nonetheless. And Eruption back down onto upgraded pistols. Bit of a tight spot.
Something I have Kevlar to work with at least, but no utility now at all after that opening. So that is usually the issue with this. They need to find a way to burst, and they're going to try and do it with a split toward B. 3 outside long, 3 coming through the canals in the underpass. Zaka needs to pick up, and he does. Hits the shot, and there are 3 to worry about, not just the orb of Zaka. It's 2 rifles as well, and it's a perfect hold. All 5 players remain alive for Lynn Vision. They're back in the server, double the rounds that they got in the previous map, and they're in the lead and looking comfortable.
I want to call it a great read, but I don't know if read is the right term, but I suppose it's lucky that they have so many players holding on towards the B site. Maybe they expected that that was going to be where the pistol rush was going to come through. It's a much shorter distance to try and get in onto the site, so it would make a lot of sense, but they take the gamble and it works out. Completely shut down any attempt from Eruption, who were taking a pretty slow approach to the site, given the weaponry they had available, but I don't really think that goes any other way, no matter how they push it. Now they're able to reinvest. Look at this. Waiting to see if he peeks.
Kulas still has no idea, because that smoke is literally exactly the right size to cover. There's the head, finally, but he just retreats into E-box to keep himself safe. That was crazy. He was like, pull the trigger, but he wasn't to know.
Caster vision.
Yep. Observer vision. Jonas knows all.
The wizened old Gandalf.
Yeah. He's cheating, obviously, because he's got X-ray. That is cheating.
Hacker man.
Outside B, once again, for Eruption. 4 players here this time. I was going to say Fury, I was going to go back. Maybe throw some utility in mid, but it's only that Molotov, and now Venom's got a very, very quick flank coming in here. I think Lynn Vision know exactly what's coming. Another execution blown in, and Zaka will again get that opening, just like that previous round. In comes Dobru from that position, but all the kills are coming through for Lynn Vision consistently. Shinobi can only get that one, and Vadim, even though he may run into Kulas, didn't expect him on his left. Shinobi needs to do the heavy lifting here. He's behind one of them. Actually, he could be behind both of them here. This could be a great play, but it's checked by Zaka. That's huge. Somehow Shinobi hits that 1 bullet needed. Get a 1-for-1, and then Kulas finishes the job. What a round from him. 3 kills. Shinobi, that's actually a wild set of circumstances to get that 10th round on the board. You saw that kill from Shinobi there, Sam. He hit 1 bullet, and I'm not even sure that was the person he was aiming at. It was the 1 bullet that he needed to hit to take down the low HP. The AWP insta-traded, but then Kulas showed up and saved the day.
And the thing is, there were so many smokes on site, you could see the Eruption players looking a little flustered. They didn't know where to look, they weren't 100% sure where to set their sights, because the smokes and the flashes had completely denied their visibility. So for a moment I'm thinking, oh, Lynn Vision have this, they're starting to get those kills immediately, they've got such good control of the site, and everything just completely falls apart as Shinobi manages to get into that back line. And as you said, Coolest with the fantastic follow-up there. That's the AWB player I was looking for. And that's who showed up here on this second map, but it is still a very close affair here. Fortunately, Fury not able to invest in very well. So he's going to be at a little bit of a detriment compared to the rest of the team. But if Eruption can keep up the pressure that we've seen from them, bearing in mind they have yet to take a win against Lynn Vision. I don't mean a map, I mean a series.
Yeah.
So this could be it.
This is what I call a swing round, a seesaw round. Both teams are on an absolute broken economy. Eruption only winning that previous round with just Kudas alive, of course, one player. And Lynn Vision losing it means that just now the economy can go either way. Either team could reach a 12-10 basically for free, depending on who saves, of course. Where they can just come through for Shinobi. An opener. Some more damage. This one goes on a quick flank, but Yami removes him immediately. Emilia does well to hold down with 2, but Yami, his trade is too good. It leaves Starry 1 versus 3.
I believe.
If he had a kit, I would believe, but he doesn't, unfortunately.
Oh, unlucky. And there you go, Eruption, like I said, right? Just pumping the accelerator here. Really pushing forward. That's going to be their 11th round. Still kept relatively close. We spoke about how the economy was pretty messy for both sides, but Eruption winning 2 rounds in a row. Lynn Vision on a 2-round loss streak bonus. Not a great chunk of cash to play with. So this is going to be upgraded pistols at the very best if they opt to go that far. Eruption quite pretty into the next round, and this is where things start to get a little bit dangerous because again we're getting a lot closer to that match point scenario. So now the difference in economy is going to become that much more important. Lynn Vision have to start turning things around back into their favor if they want to build up some cash to make sure that they can take these rounds in the late game. If they continue as it is now, it'll take 2 or 3 rounds. Well, maybe in the next round they can string something together, even if they lose this one. But by that point, Eruption is on 12. And that snowball starts to become so much more difficult to deal with. Eruption, as much as they won that last round, as much as they're able to reinvest in the players that died, economy is still a shambles. So we're still a little bit on the knife's edge.
That's most certainly a problem. Eruption now have their chance to reach that 12-10. We have to get past Starry M4. And it's gone a bit of an unexpected route, this game. Lynn Vision looked like they were trying to build up a run. Eruption have wrestled it right back. It's been back and forth this entire time with Anubis. It's been very entertaining thus far. Westmelon, went for a bit of a peek with his teammate, but had to hop away and has 22 HP to spare. How do they get Starry's AK, or M4, sorry, into the action? That's the question. Nice little boost on the edge of the sight pillar there. Gives a raised angle for the P250, but he then falls back, doesn't check the angle, and he falls into Fury. Should be a nice clean up as well. Starry has got another boost going for him toward the A site, but they're not going anywhere near that one at the moment.
Bomb has been planted.
Now this round was over very, very quick. Try to hold on to that weapon, but Yami will not allow it to happen. Extra 2 kills for themselves. Adam's the last one left. Not too much to hold on to here. For an exit frag will be denied instantly as Fury gets that final kill. 12-10, as predicted. It has come through quite dominantly in the last couple of rounds. Lynn Vision have struggled to find a footing in, but now they're able to buy in, right? This is the ultimate chance to try to stem the tide, to try and stop that snowball. This, I think, could be the round that determines who wins this map. This is a really, really important round for these two teams. And look, crazy things can happen on pistol rounds and ecos and whatever. but on paper, this should be the decider.
Paper can often not be accurate when it comes to Counter-Strike, though, and that's what we love about it.
True.
Eruption deciding just to walk their way in toward A in this round. I mean, he's got a long-range POV of that. Goes for a mid-range fight, but then he's fought by the second player. No chance for Lynn Vision, playing way too defensive, it feels like they're on the A bomb side. And they're going to lose it for free. Bomb's going to go down.
Has been planted.
Kulas is waiting for those rotations as well. Kulas is 23 and 10 in this game. He's doing a superb job for his team. And I'm seeing great stuff from the Eruption side in this entire series so far. I mentioned they're sort of the next team to come up behind IHC in the Mongolian region. You've got teams like Renewal, teams like Eruption sort of fighting their way through. And Kulas is just doing, again, more and more work. Removing the possibility of Lynn Vision saving more than one gun. Round over. 13-10 with Lynn Vision on a half buy coming in with this save on 4. It couldn't be worse, really.
That went really well on Eruption's side. Again, taking that massive initiative, getting in very aggressively, winning those opening duels. And I think, again, this was something similar to what we'd said on Ancient, right? I was actually saying this about Lynn Vision at the time. They'd lost the first 3 rounds. They won the next 3, and I was like, yeah, they're starting to feel their confidence. And instantly Eruption started to bring things back in their favor. But there's a similar thing here for Eruption, I feel like. You know, they'd conceded a few rounds, and now they're starting to get their footing again, starting to feel that confidence, that boost coming through. With only a couple of rounds to get us to match point. Lynn Vision on a very, very broken buy here. Not ideal in the least. Again, Eruption having a full run of the map. Don't know where to turn.
Oh, that's a bit of a messy one for Fury. Didn't need to give up a 1v1 fight with the pistols, but sure, both of them are now very low. Good dink, actually, from Zaka. Down very low. That might activate Vadim, but he only gets the 1. It's not been awful, Vadim, in this series, but I think it's fair to say that... Nice shot, Starry. Hang on a second. 2 players low, and there we go. He gets a second headshot too. Surely he might be able to find the last, but no. There's still a chance for Dobu. But he's walking wounded. Starry once again showing up, and now he's going to get caught in the back if he doesn't turn around. But he just shifts in toward E-Box in time. Of course, that's not where the bomb is, though. And Dobu, sure, he might have 35 seconds to play with, but that time is going to tick down very quickly. And Emilia, all he needs to do is keep a sightline on that bomb, keep shoulder peeking it like this. He needs just the 1 bullet, and now he's second-guessing himself, of course. So the time's been ticking down so low, and then he just turns around at the last second as well. Can Dobu get behind the site? Oh my goodness, he can. Big spin comes through, but Emilia runs him down. Oh, incredible timings in that round. But thankfully for Lynn Vision's case, they get a lifeline.
Oh man, that was painful to watch, because obviously they don't know. They're doing the absolute best they possibly can, but obviously us at home, we're just the timing, please. Oh, it came so close there. And of course, winning out that last battle with just a pistol, that could very easily have been an Eruption clutch by Dobu, but no, not to be. Lynn Vision, I said that was going to be an important round. They do manage to win it out. They have the AWP back in their hands. Now they have to keep that going. They have to keep that momentum. They have to not allow Eruption to stem their tide again. Seeing some nice map control coming out here. Some very, very aggressive forward positions. Eruption predicting this, playing it safe, and it might not work out.
Vadim spots that boost as well, but there's still a frag to go Eruption's way. Line 2, Shoulder Peak coming through, and oh, they're so lucky to get away with that. Oh, Eruption. That should have been Zaka's kill every day of the week. They've got a lot of control toward mid, as you say. That's the main bit of information that Lynn Vision had spotted so far, that they'd got a boost going on in mid, but they've walked all the way through here. And they could be behind the B play already. Zaka has no idea at the moment. There's a player in E-Box who might come back at exactly the right time. They're still absolutely clueless. And there you go. The split can now come in. westmelon needs to step up here hugely. He gets his one, but there's a second player coming in on that mid lurk, and he's still relatively ready with westmelon. Surely he doesn't get more than one kill. There goes the bomb. Where's the second player? He's not there. Phantom's on the big flank, and Yami has not pulled the trigger yet. Finally, he gets the position to get the kill. But he has to get all of them. It's not to be. Emilia gets it done. That is a bit of a miscommunication. It has to be there in that situation. If Yami had pushed further forward, it should have been a 2 versus 2. If, as it was a 1 versus 3.
What's crazy about that is that just in the round before that one, I was thinking, wow, Eruption, communication, so on point. Their swings have been fantastic, calling out player positions so that, you know, other players on the team are able to swing and get those trade kills and keep the momentum going. But no, this round just completely falls apart. They had such a perfect position. It was a 4 versus 2, I think, on the site, and all they needed was westmelon. He just shuts it down, and for some reason, Eruption peak one at a time. Again, Coolest. Like, why is Coolest spearheading the push onto the site there with the AWP? He should be providing backup, and he's not looking in the right angle. westmelon hasn't moved, but they don't know that, so they're checking like, oh, maybe he's repositioned. And no, he's in the exact same place, and he gets the follow-up kill onto Coolest, and everything just falls apart. That was very messy from Eruption. I was talking about that confidence coming to play, but maybe now they're starting to feel the pressure. 13-12, Lynn Vision, 2 rounds in a row. Getting closer. I mean, this could hit over.
Very much so. Kind of has a game that does reek of that. Because Eruption's money. They might be a round up, but this is their last buy. They're insistent on making this mid boost work, and there we go. Finally it will. Vadim actually spotted it out one of the previous rounds, but this time he's not expecting it at all and just sprays wildly. That seems like a bit of a misplay from him. Should be aware of that possibility. But Emilia again does great work getting that one kill, and Fury has to jump through the fire and flames to get on towards the side. So sure, he may be able to get an after-plant position, but he's only 8 points of health. Money isn't great for Lynn Vision. I think they're going to play the long game. Yes, they will. Eruption. A bomb site is theirs. Lynn Vision are going to have to be content with the opposite one. And they're going to go and save into that next round. Because if they do save, with the money that Zaka and westmelon has, I believe they will be able to drop. So it is the correct decision this time around.
Have to be content with the other bomb site. This is a nice site.
It's very pretty. I like this map. I do like this map. I think it's been a really nice addition to Counter-Strike. Obviously, Valve bought the rights of this map off the original owner. I'm sure he made a that one. So that's a success for a map creator in this city, and success for the professional scene and casual scene as well. That's a perfect decision in my eyes. Certainly spiced up professional CS with the removal of Dust 2.
Thank God.
Agreed. Agreed.
Looking towards the new Holy Trinity. Yeah, it used to be Inferno, Dust 2, Mirage, Amen. But now we don't have Dust 2. What we do have is a nice full buy. Okay, there's a farmhouse for Emilia. Not great, but still very much workable. However, of course, Eruption win this. They're on match point. And then we got back down on the pistols. This is looking a little dire, but if they can bring this back, we have an absolute banger on our hands.
Eruption have the chance, though, to close this out 2-0. Late. Starry, good hold, but now 19 HP. You know, he needs to pre-fire this and does. Gets his confidence at the right time. Love the long-range attack with the Famaso from Emilia. But Yami was always going to trade that in that cubby. Activates at the right time. Vadim and Zaka, both without a kit. That's why Vadim's going to re-aggressive with so much noise. Straight into Shinobi. Free spray down. And Zaka is stuck. He doesn't know much information here at all either. Kulast has the bomb and it's being rotated in toward A now. And he is in the right position. Look how far Yami is up and he spotted him on the side. Maybe even going for the knife there. He wants the money, but then as he walks away, he wants to get the round done. Don't blame him. No skill, no for show points, more like skill points, because Eruption are now just one round away from a BO3 victory. And we'll play the winner of either Tyloo or Rare Atom.
This has got to be a fantastic moment for Eruption, right? I mean, they've got to be feeling so good about how this map has been going and how this whole series has been going, particularly that first map. And if we look back to the first time, or the only time they were able to beat Lynn Vision on this map, it was a 16-12. So we could be seeing a full-on doppelganger of that first attempt. Lynn Vision on a ridiculously broken buy here. It's going to take, at the very least, getting the opening frag. Serious rotations to win out on this round. And Eruption playing it patient, playing it calm, not getting over aggressive. They realize, right, this is do or die. And if they can pull this one through, it's a huge feather in their caps. We spoke about it, right? Only one team gets to go through at the end of this qualifier. And winning this would take them that one step closer to being that team, which would be a huge accomplishment for this roster.
For sure, yeah. They've been hugely impactful as of late. Oh, Yami, this is a bit of an error. They're body blocking in the smoke. Who's going to see each other first? Both of them are playing smoke fade.
No.
Yami's lost. Vadim's lost. But Yami gets the kill first, and Emilia only just recovers for the trade. That's some amusing stuff in the mid doors there. It can happen. Those small sight lines and small pathways. And in the end, it does favour Eruption overall with Emilia only 5 HP. Sure, he has an AK to play with, but I'd love to see that on towards Zaka instead. But unfortunately, they're not close enough. And I bet trouble, but 2 players line up, thankfully, for Eruption. Fury then swings to stop that second kill from coming in. Dobu will get the bomb planted, and it's going to be a 3v3 on this after plant to close out this map. No kit in play. If Eruption can just waste the clock, there's a chance. Dobu has been picked up the AWP, so on low HP now, get 1 bullet, 1 kill sorted out. Information now known for the T side, and a bit of a team kill in the mix as well. It's a nightmarish end for Lynn Vision. That's not the way they would have wanted to end that one. Oh, dearie me, they are sprays to the line. And what can you do about that? Sometimes this sort of thing happens. And Eruption very impressively go through to the next round in the upper bracket.
I've been watching Eruption, obviously, in ECL, as you mentioned a little bit earlier, and they have been doing very well. I did say, 5-1 in their group at the moment, doing such